Hello everybody, welcome back to Landedkiller show. It's been some time, hasn't it? I just wanted to record something here quick, just kind of saying I'm still around. I'm just kind of been working a lot of hours at my two jobs. It's been interesting to try to stay afloat with my finances, with everything being so out of place. It's like hello, you got these channels, but then you're not on them for, what's it been, a month now, and it bugs me whenever I'm away from my channels for such a long time. Geez, it's like, where's the time gone? I forget if I ever played Brisbane in battle, but we're gonna give it just a shot here, just to test out the ship, because it's been a while, and you all probably want an explanation for where I've been or whatever. And it's basically, Lionel's been stuck working and being called into work even on his days off. That's the gist of it. I don't really... The only time I haven't been bugged is when I turn on Do Not Disturb. Do I not like my boss? No, I think my bosses are fine. I just have... There's little I can do besides maybe get more people just employed, I guess. That's about it. But, as far as ships, do I know everything that's going on? No, but I'm going to figure that out. It's been forever since I've actually just got in front of the camera and just did one of these, I've just been kind of working non-stop for the past month, and it's been draining and annoying, really. I don't think we're going to shoot for those 20 to 30 minute videos that I used to do all the time, unless it's like a ship review. I think what we're going to shoot for is probably like something that's within 10 to 15 minutes, if at all possible, because every time I'm trying to shoot for that longer video, I get pulled away by something else. Like, I really wanted to live stream for the past 2 weeks here, to be honest, and every time I'm just about to do that, I get a call that says, hey, you want to come in? You want to pick up some hours? And it's like, those kind of calls are fine once in a while, but not on every day that you're off. It just gets to be a bit much, I'm not saying I don't like money or anything like that. I'm just saying that people need to have a work-life balance, and you can't have that if you're constantly being called on your days off. Sometimes you have these kind of issues when you don't maybe have a good pay rate or some other things, going on. A lot of factors that go into this. A lot of businesses, and I think right now we're dealing with a huge problem with people trying to get employed, and then they're not able to get employed because the employer wants specific things, and you have to meet those specific requirements, such as a college degree, etc., etc., and then if you can't meet them, you don't get the job, and you all know the rest. I'm a big advocate for just transparency overall, and I'm just sorry for not being around this past month and a half, I think it is. Just been having to work constantly to pay bills, everything else. Used to be a time in my life where I had a lot more free time to actually record and upload. And part of my goal for the rest of this year is to try to get on here once in a while and try to get videos out whenever possible. Granted, will it be every week? Probably not, but it'll be often enough so that people are missing my absence, you know? It's like I'm getting close to an island shelf or something. Does that have torpedoes? Yes, it does. It's been forever ago since I actually just got out good videos for every channel, you know? And just kind of doing the mobile gameplays in the background, keeping that going. But as far as the game itself, I think I heard something about there being aircraft carrier changes and the like. I'll have to see how that plays out. New premium ships, getting those is going to be a hell of a struggle. Not gonna lie. But we'll get what we can for coal and steel, I guess. Not gonna be able to do much beyond that. But I will highlight a thing or two here while I'm still kind of recording, you know, like this. Where the hell is it? You got this Wishing Wharf, which is basically lotto machine gambling type events. Basically, instead of random bundles, you're just trying to hope that you get one of these ships, which I find to be ridiculous. It looks exactly like a lottery. Look at this. One try for 10 tries for 1,000. Like, Sea Lord Bombadon made a video about World of Warships becoming a gacha game, and I think he's right. It really is. There's just really no limits to what Wargame will do, so you only have a less than 2% chance of actually getting a ship. And even then you got camos in here. 98% of the time you're just going to get random tokens and stuff. Seems like a huge ripoff, honestly, and all to get a tier 9. Nothing special about the ship is the fact that it can launch torpedo bombers. It's a tier 9 cruiser. I'd rather wait for the whole line to come out and get the free line if this eventually gets a line, because this is just silly. And I just love how they pull this golden stuff. Is this camo well done? Yes. But should it be locked behind in a possible lottery to win? No. If I were to design this camo and stuff, I would have rather seen it put in the steel shop or the coal shop, somewhere where I could actually obtain it. Not locked behind another gacha event. Commonwealth early access event's gonna be over here soon. Dockyard, Wisconsin. You can see I haven't been in the game for a while because my dockyard is really basic. It doesn't even have anything else going on for it. Looks like they gave it a special camo and steel for the phases again. West Virginia 44s on the rewards. Oh. I don't know, folks. I've also got to pay a pretty big other expenses as well. I'm not going to get into here. I'm not really a big fan of just being away from channels. Because when I watch content, right, I didn't like it when my favorite YouTuber would disappear on hiatus either. But now actually being in the shoes of a YouTuber, granted, not too long in this, I can say with certainty that it's usually due to having to juggle multiple obligations, and it's just ridiculous. The amount of obligations you have to deal with. Because you get to that point where you have to make time for family, you have to make time for work and doctor appointments and everything. It's just getting crazy. I don't really have any Commonwealth ships except for this guy. Just because I haven't been actively playing the games I used to. Because I've been away working. I said every time I get a day off, I'm called back into work, and it's just ridiculous at this point. It's like, get the people hired that you need to get hired, and let me have my days off. You know? I don't know what else to say. It's just annoying. You know? Nobody wants to work every damn day of their life. You know, nobody wants to work every day of their life. It's ridiculous. It's draining. You want to do other things with your time. You know? My entire generation, Gen Z, it's not that nobody wants to work, it's that the wages have not kept up with inflation. And you all want to still act like it's 1960 and times are good, and it's not. We can't afford homes, we can't afford rent, a lot of us. Then they're saying, oh, we're supposed to have kids and all this other stuff, and it's like, we don't have money to do any of that. And people often will just say, oh, you're spending your money, you're getting Starbucks all the time, yada, 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 yada. I only get Starbucks maybe once every 2 months. Because I'm usually just sitting there and spending most of my budget on food, I guess. Maybe that's about the only thing I can really do better is maybe not getting food from restaurants. I guess that's about the only thing I can do better. I try, to eat like the microwavable meals and stuff, and it's just like, you can only do that for so long before getting bored of it. So I'll have to figure out something on that end, but don't expect me to be getting all the new premiums and all the new tech tree ships. I'm essentially going to be playing as a scrub lord for the near future, maybe a dolphin at best, but more like a minnow, really. I'm not going to be able to afford anything. And the sad thing about most games is that they're turning into slot machines. That's why most players are playing the older titles, because they don't want that. The newest game I've ever played is the Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. Why is I've stayed away from newer games? Because there's too many microtransactions. There's not any fun when a game wants money to progress past a certain point. I mean, there was the very well-known Warner Brothers game that has the title of, we'll just call it the SS Squad game. The SS Squad game really just, really bad. Nothing really good about that game. Joker, Harley Quinn, really silly. I really don't like how they turned Joker into a parody of himself in that game at all. Say what you will with the character and his traits and all that, but nobody wants Joker dumbed down and looking like an actual clown. The role of Joker was created to have someone who was chaotic villain that wasn't supposed to be dumbed down to a cartoon clown that can air glide between buildings. Which, honestly, when you look at it at the surface, it's just ridiculous. I want games to be made again that are like Skyrim, that actually have an immersive story and an immersive plot on their single player. Maybe some multiplayer elements, but seriously. It feels like Skyrim and Red Dead Redemption 2 are the last great games that were made. GTA 5 is okay in my opinion. It's not the greatest game. I don't agree with everything in it. But that arguably is up there too with a lot of folks. Feels like since 2012, 2015, there's been nothing good. Everything's either been a reboot or a repeat of a past game, or it's been something new, but it's filled with microtransactions. At the end of the day, I think I can speak for a good majority of people that say that they're tired of microtransactions being in video games, especially if you grew up with good single-player titles such as the Jak and Daxter series, which never leaned into that and was actually good. The only game out of that series that leaned into that was that Daxter spin-off on the PSP Portable. It's the only title I can remember that even had microtransactions in it. I don't think Jak X Combat Racing had that either. Just took you a lot of time to really get everything in that game. But I imagine if they made a Jak and Daxter racing game now, it would be filled with cosmetic DLC, of course, and a bunch of other random boost crap. Really. And it would not be a very good game at that point. But going back to the whole nobody wants to work 7 days a week, I've literally been doing that for almost 3 weeks now, and it was ridiculous, and I have to go back again, and it's just like, you all need to figure out a better way to do your stuff. Not everybody wants to keep coming in every damn day of the week. It's ridiculous. A good way to judge if you like a job is if you like coming in days off. I'm not enjoying it. You know, it's just ridiculous. This is my own opinion, not anything anybody told me to say. This is my opinion. It's always been my opinion on this channel. Nobody else's. My opinion doesn't represent anybody else. But you know about them. You know when things are bad, when things are bad. You need not to say anything more. Nobody wants to work all the time, because the wages have not been adjusted for inflation. That is the only reason. If wages are kept up with inflation, people would be a lot more happier and would have homes and would have a lot of stuff. There was a time when not every job was locked behind a college degree. We need something like that to come back again if we're to ever succeed as a society. Alright, enough of my rambling. Don't forget to subscribe to the Landedkiller Show for ship reviews and ship content on this channel. Then there's the other channels, which will be in the description, for trains, planes, tanks, and any other thing you can imagine. I probably have a channel for it. Have a great day, everybody. Thanks for listening to me rant for almost 17 minutes here. See you in the next one.